Geek and Gaming News for the week of July 30th, 2014. In this week's Gaming and Geeky News, we have new Halo 2 Anniversary cinematics from the Master Chief Collection. A company called Blur Studios, I believe, put out a couple blips of some of the original Halo 2 cinematics that they've redone, and they look fantastic. A lot of people have been doing comparisons to the original. They have a bit different pace as far as what time like certain scenes come into action, which means they don't line up perfectly, but if anything that makes it better because they adapted it to their own pace and to their own style, and the characters look so realistic. It looks great. Obviously these are pre-rendered cinematics, and they've already said that they're not at all going to be reflective of the game's graphics. However, they still look really good.
Dumb enough to get between him and the prophet of regret. Pull yourself together, because you're going with it.
Maisie Williams, or as Game of Thrones fans might know her, Arya Stark, potentially could play Ellie in the Last of Us film adaptation. She met with Neil Druckmann of Naughty Dog and Sam Raimi regarding the in-development film adaptation, and personally I think she would play a pretty good Ellie in that movie. I haven't played a whole lot of The Last of Us, but she's a pretty good actress, and she fits the overall character type, I think, for Ellie. She was not at her Comic-Con panel, so no one was able to ask her specifically about that, although she probably wouldn't be able to say anything about it because that was early discussions and the film is very far away. It's not, it's not in the works quite yet. It's in the works, but it's not even being filmed quite yet. It was pretty interesting though. They also released that Sam Raimi had to convince Druckmann of Naughty Dog to keep the original source material from the game, to not basically write a different intro and ending than the game, that they're really wanting to keep it as close to the game as possible. So that will be interesting and will literally be a film adaptation of the game, unlike a lot of video game films. Speaking of disappointing video game films, we have new images of the Hitman Agent 47 film. And they're images of Agent 47 himself. Rupert Friend of Homeland stars as Agent 47, and the first thing I want to say is he's not totally bald. It's not necessarily a huge problem, but that immediately starts getting away from the character type, and I'm going to try to be open to this. I'm going to try to be as open-minded as possible. Obviously, the Hitman series was a great series of games, but they also don't lend themselves, I don't think, to film very well. It involves a lot of sneaking around and not a whole lot of action, and apparently all the footage that they showed at Comic-Con was very much an action film. And even one of these images we have here shows him in this very heroic marching in with the gun pointed, and that's not Agent 47. Agent 47 is not this heroic guy. And so we'll just have to see how it turns out. Apparently someone at some point thought it was a good idea to have Nicolas Cage play Superman in a movie. Thankfully this movie never saw the light of day. However, a documentary about the film, the documentary being called The Death of Superman Lives, takes a look at it and gives us a bit deeper understanding of it. It's currently in a crowdfunding effort to raise funds to produce the documentary, and even though the film would have probably been terrible, it would be interesting to see just what happened. Now the screenshots we see from the film are just really bizarre looking, and he's wearing really strange suits, and none of it makes a whole lot of sense. Like I said, it clearly would have been a terrible movie. However, it would be really interesting to see what the mindset was going into it. From what it sounds like, there was just a bunch of different changeovers of who was trying to make the film work, and a bunch of different writers basically took a crack at it. So, I'd like to see the documentary just to read what happened, but I hope no one tries to kickstart the movie again or something. Wouldn't surprise me. On the gaming side of things, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate is hitting the Nintendo 3DS next year here in North America, and you will in fact be able to dress up like Link from Legend of Zelda in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. There were also some Super Mario Brothers inspired items teased about Monster Hunter 4. However, no one's really confirmed like that they're going to be available on that release. They're saying that there's plenty of special equipment planned for the title, but more news soon. So we may get Super Mario Brothers inspired items, or we may get a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But watching the little trailer playing as Link in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate should be pretty cool. We have our first trailer for The Battle of Five Armies, the Final Hobbit movie, and I am so stoked. This movie looks awesome. It seems to be the most action-packed of the movies yet, and I love the first two. I finally just got the second one on Blu-ray now, and so I'm gonna watch back through them before December when the film comes out. But it looks amazing, and hearing Pippin's song again was that was awesome. So definitely check out the full trailer. Obviously I can't play it here. Link will be in the description. And Hobbit. So that's it from all the geeky and gaming news that I could remember from this week. On the house cleaning side of things, Fandom Fest 2014 is this weekend here in Louisville. I made a couple videos about it both on my channel and the Geek channel. Chu and I will be attending, and it will be amazing. We got media passes. We're going to be making videos and taking lots of pictures, and hopefully have a great time over the weekend. Celebrate my birthday there. I've been saving up a lot of cash so we can hopefully get some mad loot and do a special loot video as well. And if you're watching this on my channel and you haven't heard of the Geek channel, go check it out, youtube.com/geek. That's the entire URL, GEEK. That's it. That's how awesome it is. Channel devoted to everything trading cards, anime, manga, t-shirts, conventions, video games, comic books, superheroes, anything and everything, and it's awesome. And I'm the manager of it, and we are off to a great start, and I'm super thankful to everyone who's given support to it thus far, and hope to see you there. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Geeky and Gaming News, guys. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. And I will see you all in the next one. My name's been Adam, or Epos Vox.